What's up everybody, it's Kelsee Briana Jai here with a video on some of the Too Faced x Kat Von D collaboration pieces. I picked up two of the sets that the collection released, and if you guys don't know anything about this collaboration, it's a collaboration between Too Faced and Kat Von D Cosmetics. Both of those brands are beauty powerhouses, so they teamed together and they created the Better Together collection. So I thought that that was a really cute concept, and that's a great way for both of their brands to have brand integration. So this collection launched on December 26th, and I ordered it that morning. Mel called me 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? She's like, the collection is up, so I immediately jumped up and I ordered it. In this video, I'm going to do a review, a tutorial, as well as provide you guys swatches of all the products in this collection that I picked up. So I'll go through each set and then we'll jump into the swatches and then we'll do the tutorial last. So I picked up the Better Together Ultimate Eye Collection. So the description on this set states a super limited edition collection with an interlocking heart eye shadow palette, Kat Von D's beloved tattoo liner, and a full size of Too Faced's iconic Better Than Sex mascara. This is an unprecedented collaboration between your favorite makeup icons, Kat Von D and Too Faced Cosmetics. I honestly have never seen two brands collaborate before. I've seen, you know, creative directors take over a company and they do something along the lines of that, or like an artist collaborate with an actual company, but never two companies actually merging together. So that concept was super creative in my opinion. This set contains a good amount of products. The value of this set actually is pretty decent. So in this set, it comes with two sides of the eyeshadow palette. One side is Kat Von D's, the other side is Too Faced. And then this set also comes with a full-size Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, which is a satin black. And then it comes with the full-size Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in black. Also, I want to throw in that both lines are cruelty-free and vegan. So you guys can see a sneak preview of what you're getting on the inside. And then on the back of the box, you have an actual picture of the inside of the palette. So the design of the palette is super cute. So like it states, this is an interlocking palette, so it's magnetized, so it comes apart. So if you want to take this one traveling and not necessarily this side, you can kind of choose that way. On the back side, it has a message to their fans, and on the inside of the hearts, it's kind of like a little love letter to each other, just explaining how they met and what this collaboration means to both of them. So let me go ahead and break this apart and talk about each side individually. So starting with Too Faced side, this one is the more girly side. So it has an array of lighter colors, the neutrals, the browns, and it has like a little pink in there. Very reminiscent of something that Too Faced has already. I do feel like in my makeup collection I will be able to dupe all of these eyeshadows. From my experience of using these eyeshadows on this side in this tutorial, I am not the biggest fan of the quality of these eyeshadows. I used the eyeshadow BFF to set my entire eyelid, and I felt like it was a little bit patchy and it was hard to get an even application. Same story with Better Together. As you guys will see in the tutorial coming up soon, you'll see where I attempted to apply that with a brush, and then it was going on a little bit patchier than I anticipated, and it had a little bit of fallout, and it wasn't just giving me the pigmentation that I really wanted. So I resorted to applying it with my finger, and I was able to get a good eyeshadow look. Like, I really feel like the look is pretty, but ultimately, am I going to reach for this if I'm looking for a smoky eye? No, I'm not going to be like, you know what, I'm gonna bust out this palette. So I'm not really the biggest fan of this. Now, I think that this eyeshadow, the Friendspiration, which is the gold eyeshadow on this side, is a really good golden eyeshadow. So I think the eyeshadows Friendspiration and Heart of Gold are a little bit better done than the top two, which are a little bit chalky, and then the bottom two, which kind of lacked the pigmentation that I want. I found that these skipped a little bit more than I actually wanted them to. So out of the 6 eyeshadows on this side, I only really like 2, and the 2 that I do like, I do feel like I have colors for that. So moving on to Kat Von D's side of the heart, I'm opening up the palette, and I immediately am drawn to these colors anyways, but I definitely feel like that you can get colors like this out of her palette that she just released. Kat Von D just came out with the Metal Matte palette, and if you guys missed my review on that, I will link that down below, and I feel like all of these colors were in there, with like the exception of this golden color, and I feel like there's some type of variation of this color in there as well. So these are colors that I feel like we've seen from her as well. The majority of the visible eyeshadows that I have on today came from this side, and I didn't have problems with the majority of the eyeshadows from this side. However, the color Darling gave me more fallout than I anticipated. When I dipped my brush in there, it just went everywhere, and I noted in the tutorial that you'll probably hit pan on this eyeshadow if you use it often, just because of the amount of kickback you get when you're applying your brushes. I do think these eyeshadows are pretty much on par with Kat Von D's formula, but like I said, we have colors like this already. But this color right here, Swoon, that's in this palette, which is a super trendy red color, is absolutely stunning. I just need this by itself. Thanks, Kat. But other than that, I feel like we have colors like this. I used the color Yours, which is that grayish tone color, and it blended out like a dream. So the matte eyeshadows on Kat Von D's side are very much so superior to the matte eyeshadows on Too Faced side. So if I were going to choose between the sides, I definitely prefer the Kat Von D side better, but that just means that it's leaving me with pretty much half of this. So out of these 6 Kat Von D eyeshadows, the only eyeshadow that I don't really care for over here is the one that I used on my inner tear duct, which is Darling, just because I feel like it was a little bit chunky. The other eyeshadows over here are really nice. I didn't use the whites, so the white swatches well, but we all know how that goes. That can go one way or another if you're applying white eyeshadow on your lid. So the only way for me to truly be able to tell if I like that is if I apply it. So my overall opinion on this palette is that it's so-so. It's not the worst palette that I've ever used, but I don't necessarily think that it's worth $65. I think that at best this is a $30 eyeshadow palette. I would be happy paying $30 for this palette. I would feel like it's a good value for $30. I feel like for $30 this would be a good little way for me to add a few more colors to my eyeshadow collection that I may or may not have, depending on how extensive your eyeshadow collection is. I feel like I have so much better quality makeup with similar colors that I definitely feel like that this is not anything that I want to add to my collection. Also, I think it's a little bit too cutesy for me. I definitely feel like this is geared more towards a younger demographic. Now, also in the eye set, it comes with 2 full-size products. If you're a fan of the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and Trooper, as well as a fan of the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, then buying both of these separately will be about $40 to $45. So if you add in 15-20 more bucks, you would get this. So if you're a person who avidly uses this, then I would definitely say grab this. It's a great deal in that realm. But if you're not a person who's a big fan of either one, or you like one more than the other, I would say just spend the 20 bucks and get one or the other, and don't try to spring for the set. This is one of those things that I feel like is going to eventually go on sale in Sephora. Before the full $65, I'm going to definitely say pass. Now moving on to the Better Together cheek and lip makeup bag set. So this is the actual bag. Very, very cutesy type bag. This reminds me of something I had when I was a child. So one side of the bag represents Too Faced and its owner Jared, and his dog's name is Clover. And then on the other side, Kat Von D is represented with her cat's Piaf. I believe that's how you pronounce her cat's name. They have the products that they included here, and on the inside of the bag it has Too Faced and Kat Von D's logo. So I thought that was a cute little touch. The products that are in this bag are super small, and it retails for $38. I don't think that this is a good value at all, and I will show you why. Unless you're a collector or a super mega fan of either Too Faced or Kat Von D, I definitely don't see the value in this bag. The products that are given are like these small products, these very mini products that are from the brand. Is very scaled down versions of products that they offer. Like this is like a mini lipstick that Kat Von D would offer. These are called her Static Kiss lipsticks, and these are super small in comparison. And then look at this. This is one of Kat Von D's liquid lipsticks. So very small items. These are items that honestly I feel like Sephora has offered either as perks before, or as items that you can get for free with a promo code ordering something online on their website. Just to give you a quick comparison of like how small the stuff is, here's one of Kat Von D's like regular size liquid lipsticks, and then this is the one that came in the set. So I can't even line it up, that's how much smaller it is. I'll go with how it's listed. This is the Mini Candlelight Glow Highlighting Powder Duo. It has their little logo embossed on it, very small miniature. It kind of reminds me of something that a child would play with. And then on the very inside it has the dual-sided highlighter. So one side is like a white gold and the other side is like a frosted pink color. So I'll provide swatches for that following this here. But I used the highlighter on my face today. It's a very sheer highlighter. highlighter. It's buildable, but I don't think that all skin tones will be able to use this. I have it on now and you can see it, but definitely somebody who's of a deeper complexion, I really don't think that this will be suitable for your skin tone. I think it would look white and almost ashy on your skin, if you will. And then we have the Mini Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush. So I've never tried any Too Faced blushes, and I opted not to use this in this tutorial simply because it doesn't really go with the look that I have on. So I've never tried it, but it's a very, very small blush. So just to show you like how small it is, like looking at my MAC 109 brush, like my brush is pretty much bigger than the blush. It goes in there. The blush is definitely pigmented though, so I will give them that. It is like a, it gives me like a 80s vibe for blush because it's like that pinky duochrome blush. Like I said about the highlighter, I think that on deeper skin tones you may be able to pull this off like as a pink highlighter, but just as a blush I don't really think it would be pretty on anybody deeper than say MAC NC45. And then on Kat's side, she included a liquid lipstick in her formula. It is in the color XO. It's a really pretty deep red color, and I applied it all over my lips, as you guys will see in the tutorial as well. And I really, really wanted to love this color. Like, I promise you, I really did want to love this color. But applying it all over my lips, I did notice once it started drying down that it was a tad bit patchy, and I had to go over a few different areas to try to correct the patchiness and get an even application all over, but the application never will become even. So before I start the tutorial, I'll show you guys like how it looked on my lips and how I had to end up adding a gloss on top. So I'll insert that here. Very patchy, and that's no bueno, so I'm going to add a gloss on top. And then we have Kat Von D's Mini Static Kiss lipstick, which is a really cute lipstick, and I like the color and I like the way it applies. I definitely think that this is a very on-trend color, and I think that a lot of people will enjoy this. And then very quickly, let me go ahead and read you the description on their website. So, a heart-shaped makeup bag featuring Kat Von D and Jared Ballandino's beloved pets, plus 4 minis in just released exclusive shades. So if you want these colors, you definitely have to get this set. I don't know, I'm just very underwhelmed. I definitely feel like that these are travel size makeup items, and even though you get the bag, which is a cute bag, it just feels like something that would come free with purchase. Like, this is like a gift with purchase item, not something that retails for $38 by itself. I think that the only way to justify buying this to me is to have the bag plus a mirror. But other than that, I don't feel like that this is worth it, like, at all. And then lastly in the collection, they created a duo of their mascara and liner, but it's like a miniature duo. And honestly, I know that I have gotten both of these products for free from Sephora before. I can pretty much go either way with either brand. Like, sometimes I really, really, really love Kat Von D stuff, and sometimes I really, really, really love Too Faced stuff, and then sometimes I'm like, I'm curious to see what you guys think. So immediately following this video, I am going to go ahead and show you all swatches, and then stay tuned if you want to see how I achieved this look. So I hope that this helped any of you guys who were curious about this collection, and I look forward to your thoughts down in the comment section. So enjoy. work out of both of these palettes today, so I'm just going to flip it open. I don't know exactly what look I want to do, but I guess we shall see, huh? The first shadow that I'm grabbing is BFF from the Too Faced side, and I have a Tom Ford number 11 brush, and I'm going to use that to set my entire eyelid. I already have my primer applied on my eyelid. Because I feel like this palette needs transition colors, I'm going to grab an eyeshadow from my Melt Dark Matter stack, and I'm taking Blur as a transition color. Next, switching to the Kat Von D side, I'm going to take the color Yours with a Wayne Goss 04 brush. This is the brush that I actually just used. Make sure you tap off the excess because this eyeshadow, from what I can tell so far, will experience a little bit of fallout. But I'm going to apply this back and forth in my crease and buff it out. Okay, so now switching gears, I'm going to take a MAC 242 brush. I'm going to take the color Darling and apply some of this on my brush. It's got a little crumbly there. I'm going to press this on my inner tear duct. When I dip into this eyeshadow, I get a bit of kickback. So you probably will reach pan on this eyeshadow faster than the other ones that I've used so far. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Better Together. This one is on the Too Faced side. And I'm going to take the same brush and apply this on my lid. I don't like this color anymore. I don't see any other combination I really want to do. Let me see. I'm going to try to put Better Together on with my finger. Yeah. And I'm going to take a little bit of Devotion from the Kat Von D side. I'm going to tap that on the very outer corner for some dimension. Making sure to tap off the excess. So just tapping it right here on this outer corner. So let me clean up with a little bit of concealer and set that underneath my eyes, and I also am going to set the entirety of my face, and then I'll be right back. So now going along the bottom, I'm going to trace Darling eyeshadow. I have a Tom Ford 12 brush. It's like an angled shader brush. Use whatever brush you have, and I'm going to apply this on my very inner corner and drag it over. And then I'm going to go back through with this black eyeshadow, which is called Devotion, and the same brush and smudge that along the lower lash line. Make sure you connect it to the top. I'm taking the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D that comes in this set, and I'm going to do some winged eyeliner. And then I'm going to take some of the Better Than Sex mascara and apply it to my top and bottom lashes. And then for lashes, I'm going to apply some Lily lashes in the style Vegas. I've used these before. My eyes are complete, so I'm going to move on to this set to complete the rest of my face. I'm going to take the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the color Ox, or XO, sorry, XO. So I'm gonna go back in with another coat. Let me go ahead and just highlight my face. So we have the Too Faced Candlelight Glow in the color Rosy Glow. This is very small, so I need to take a smaller brush for this. And I'm going to take this color and highlight my face. So the lighter of the two, not the pink. and apply that as my highlighter. And then I'm going to go on top of it one more time to try to fix some of the patchiness. I don't want to take the blush from this collection. I don't feel like it goes with my makeup look. So I'm going to take a NARS blush. This one is in the color Gina. And this is a look that I created using this palette. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section if you plan on picking up this palette. I'm very, very curious. I'm very, very curious as to what your thoughts are. So please give me a comment and we can have a conversation about it. But as always, if you have not already, please subscribe. And I will see you all in my very next video, which will be up soon. Smooches. Bye.